Hi there, everyone, and my friend Terry. Thank you very much for inviting me for this lovely masterclass, which I'm going to run it about Prosecco today. So today I'm going to talk about how Prosecco is made. What's the difference with the Champagne or Franciacorta, Trento DOC, if we want to stay in Italy? Where it comes from, why it's called like this, and how to pair it with wine. So all about Prosecco in 10-15 minutes. So let's get started. Let me share the screen with you. Here we go. Prosecco Explained. First and foremost, I would like to introduce myself. I am Antonio Palmarini. Nice to meet you all. In Instagram, also in Vivino, probably you have that scanning app for wines. I am Palmavini Wine Doctor, so please follow me there. I am a wine drinker since 1987, since I was born, and studying wine since 2007. Then I moved to UK in 2010, where I started to study international wine, working in Michelin star restaurant, becoming head sommelier, and I got also in a while certified wine sommelier, Japanese sake sommelier, but also tea sommelier. I have to update this slide. And also semi-finalist of the best UK sommelier in 2019. I have a website, so if you want to know more of what I do, or you want to inquire for any collaboration, please visit my website, www.antoniopalmarini.com. Please visit the website. So, sparkling wine. So Prosecco sparkling. Let's talk about sparkling wine. So in this map, you see where the wine is produced. Wine is produced a bit everywhere in the world, even more. Sorry, that is shown in this map, because even in Caribbean island is produce wine. There are some producers. Also here in Norway, which is super cold, can be produced wine. However, quality wine is something else. Quality wine is produced in Mediterranean weather. There is where the grapevine gives its best and produce fantastic grape suitable for high quality wine. So you find the Mediterranean weather here in Europe, where the Mediterranean Sea is, but not only. Mediterranean weather is also in California, for example. Probably not in south of Los Angeles or in top north in Mendocino area, but around San Francisco, around Napa Valley, there is Mediterranean weather. In Chile as well, again, around Santiago, not in top north, not in top south, which are both the extremity. There is Antarctic desert and Atacama Desert or north. In Australia, in some part where the wine is produced, is actually Mediterranean weather, and in South Africa too. So there is where the best weather is for the grapevine, and also stunning sparkling wine are produced a bit all over, especially in Europe, because we have more tradition, not because we are better. So here is a wine map of Europe. Sparkling wine coming from this area, like champagne coming from this area, but Prosecco coming from this area in northeast of Italy. Only from this area, guys. Prosecco is a delimited area where the wine is produced in sparkling way and can be called Prosecco only from that area, as champagne, for example. As, I don't know, in California, Napa Valley. Napa Valley can come from Napa Valley in California, cannot come from anywhere else in the world. So Prosecco is the same. It is highly imitated, unfortunately, around the world, especially in south of America, Argentina, for example, produce lots of sparkling wine that is very similar to Prosecco, and also the name are very tricky. Okay, here is Italy, and again, the Prosecco is produced in the Northeast. So sparkling wine, if you compare to other kind of wine, they require a bit more of acidity, a bit more freshness. So you need a bit cooler weather to produce sparkling wine, let's say, in a general talking. So sparkling wine is produced a little bit in central south of Italy, where it's warmer, but is nothing in high quality. So the high quality sparkling wine that coming from Italy, coming from Franciacorta, which is very close to Milan, and it is made in Champenoise method. We are going to talk about this method. Trento DOC, that is here in Trentino. See, Franciacorta here, Trentino here, Trento DOC, which is made in traditional method or Champenoise method. But then there is Prosecco, which is in a wide area between Veneto and Friuli Venezia Giulia, where they produce tank method sparkling wine. So different style, more fruity, more approachable. We're going to talk about it in a second. Italy have got so much long history, starting 600 years before Christ. Probably the Greek imported new method of production. Romans here used to drink two beverages alcoholic. One was the cider and one was the wine, but the wine was more kind of a holy drink. They used to use wine to convert the population around Europe while conquering as a holy beverage, probably letting them get drunk and let them believe that God exists. Probably I like to see the situation in this way when they used to make war around Europe. Italy have 1,000 grape variety, is the most producing country of wine in the world. And yes, it's thanks to that for the tradition, but also for the so many different soil, topography, altitude, climate, winds, and sea that is all around and mitigate the weather. So here is the Prosecco area. So only from this area, guys, Prosecco can be produced. Only from here. And embrace part of Veneto region and all region of Friuli, Venezia, Giulia. Sorry, I have to drink. I'm shouting here at home for you. So is the largest sparkling wine region in the world with 15,000 hectares. In acre, I'm not sure how much is in acre. Here in Europe, we talk about hectares. Largest sparkling producing area, producing 250 million bottles a year. If I'm not wrong, in US, there are 300,000, right? People in one country. No, almost one bottle of each of you. But if in Europe, if we combine the citizens from UK, Italy, France, and Spain, is 250 million. So it's one bottle each for all of us coming from this little area. It's a huge number. I mean, I've done this calculation to let you understand that it's a huge number of bottles of Prosecco that is produced every year. Prosecco is produced in bulk, but not only. There is very high quality Prosecco around. Of course, more rare to find, not widely available. but they make fantastic wine. And the best area for Prosecco is this one. Conegliano, Valdobbiadene, Prosecco, Superiore di Cartizze. The name is very long, it's very difficult for a non-Italian speaker, but also for Italians to remember this name. It's super long. It's not very practical. For marketing point of view, it's very, very bad. But between us, in a colloquial way, we can also call only Prosecco di Cartizze, to make it short. So Prosecco di Cartizze. And this is the best tiny area. It's only 107 hectares of land, of this beautiful land, packed of vineyards. You can see there is roads, few houses, but all is surrounded by vineyards. And here they make best Prosecco for various reasons. One of which because is more hilly, so there is better sun exposure. There is more drainage when of the soil when it rains, so is the vine the vine roots stay drier than in the flatter land if you compare. And also trying to move my screen here, okay. But also there has been more investment. So best producers basically came here to invest a bit more to make a high quality Prosecco. They put all the strength together and invested heavily on that. In effect, the land here went up to 1.8 million pounds. So it's around $2 million per hectare. So in the average in Champagne is $1.5 million around. So here is actually more expensive than Champagne, but it's less profitable than making Champagne if you compare, because Prosecco won't be nearly as the Champagne price, unfortunately. But also I'll explain you why. So here is the tank method, or Martinotti method, or Charmat method, or Prosecco method. All of these names refer to how Prosecco is made. And the Prosecco is made in a very quick way. You make a base wine from Glera grape, and then you place it into like a pressure cooker, which is not a pressure cooker, but is a stainless steel vat that is closed and pressured. And you close it, let the wine re-ferment, and the bubbles cannot go out from there and link to the liquid, becoming then sparkling after as short as 4 weeks, 6 weeks, let's say. Here say about 10 days. Yes, you do bubbles in 10 days. But if you then remove it straight away after 10 days and you bottle it, the bubbles will fade very, very quick. So it's better to let it stay, the wine here, in pressure for at least 6 months to make a high quality Prosecco. So the production is very quick, is very also affordable to make, as long as you have you buy this device, you're done, and it's quick, in less than 1 year from the base wine, in less than 1 year from the base wine, you can start to sell the Prosecco. Here is the traditional method. I'm not going to speak in details about it, but there are many more steps to do. It's much longer to do. The labor cost is higher, even if now it's all mechanized, but all the machinery are needed and are more expensive. There are at least 3 machinery that you need to buy to produce in not in artisanal way. And this can be called the traditional method, champenoise method, yeah, or champagne method. You can call it, or yeah, they have few other names now. I don't have it on my mind, but is longer and give a completely different style of wine that gives more yeasty, more complex, more rich, less fruity. The Prosecco gives fruity, fresh, good to drink as soon as possible. That generally do not age because you don't want Prosecco to age. You want the fruit flavor. You don't want the aging flavor in Prosecco. Instead, here in traditional method, sometimes more you age, more the champagne become good. But also sticking in Italy, champenoise method or traditional method is used to produce Franciacorta and also Trento DOC. So these two area makes the best traditional method wine in Italy. So this is a classic Prosecco tasting notes like lemon lime, green apple, white peach, lily flower, usually soft dry with a bit of sugar, medium body, with medium to medium plus acidity. It doesn't have very high acidity like the Franciacorta or Trento DOC counterpart, coming from a warmer climate, slightly warmer climate, but also the Glera grape variety doesn't have high acidity like Chardonnay that is used for the other two. And this is the one of my favorite producer, Bisol, that I place the picture here. The strength of Prosecco that is worldwide recognized, well-established brand itself as a Prosecco. His drinkability is his strength. Also the cocktail friendly. For example, Aperol Spritz, but many other cocktails are made by Prosecco, with Prosecco. And also it's a cheap alternative of a traditional method. It's fun, it's complex. You can use it for celebration. So it's a fizzy drink, so it's fun. But the weakness, the lack of complexity, if you compare to champagne or Trento DOC or Franciacorta, and is too often bland or diluted and produced in bulk. That's what I was saying in the beginning. And it's easy to imitate. Like as I mentioned before, Argentina make even more affordable sparkling wine than Prosecco, and they call it sometimes in a similar way, like Secco or Rosecco or similar name that refer to Prosecco, but is not Prosecco. Prosecco coming from that area. In terms of food pairing, cheeses in general, I would go more to soft cheeses. Burrata, mozzarella, stracciatella, if we want to stay in Italian soft cheeses, but also some stinky cheeses, why not? Like wash rind cheeses or stinky cheeses. Or gorgonzola, but the soft one, not aged, blue cheeses, soft blue cheeses. But also with, as an aperitif, you can also enjoy with lovely charcuterie. Fatty charcuterie, like here there is the lardo di colonnata, which is the pork fat, basically, melts in your mouth, grease your mouth, and the bubble and the acidity of Prosecco wash it very well. So balance it out, the greasiness, but also with leanness part, because Prosecco, again, is not really rich and does not overwhelm food. You can go with lovely seafoods like calamari fritti, beautiful as a starter, but also with main course. You can eat with Prosecco. What about these lovely sea bass or any white flesh fishes, sea bream, for example, or any fishes actually. You can eat with Prosecco. It's not only as an aperitif. So with this, I finish, guys. So for any inquiries, or you visit my website, or you can drop me an email, palmavinewinedoctor@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to click follow. And thank you, Terry, again for the opportunity to give you this insight about Prosecco. Thank you very much, and hope to see you again. Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao.